I think there are a couple of basic points. People say to me, Bernie, Green New Deal is expensive. It is. And you tell me what the alternative is if we're talking about the destruction of the planet. But the good news in terms of the transformation of our energy system away from fossil fuel is A, we can create millions of good paying jobs, far, far more jobs than will be lost in the transition. B, as you've heard from Marquita and others and Juan, is that we're going to be able to clean up communities now that are hard hit by pollution. And there is another issue out there that I think does not get enough discussion. And that is if we move to sustainable energy, we can save, and energy efficiency, we can save people large amounts of money on your heating bills and on your electric bills. I can tell you that I've helped bring money into Vermont to make homes more energy efficient. And when you do that, when you provide the insulation and the windows and the roofing that people need, you know what? You cut back significantly on your heating bills. And if you move to solar, even in a state like Vermont, where we're not Nevada, we're not Florida, but even in Vermont, you can save substantial sums of money, 80, 90% on your electric bill. So among other things, many other things, leading the world to combat climate change, obviously enormously important, creating jobs, enormously important, creating cleaner communities, enormously important, preventing disease, enormously important. You could also save money on your fuel bill, also important. Mark, did you want to jump in on that?
I was going to say the thing about the Green New Deal is it's the most opportunity. I mean, right now, one of the biggest untapped markets in the United States right now is solar home, putting solar on homes. I mean, it's a huge market. It's an opportunity for jobs. You talked about what we would save in transitioning. It's 30%. We only use 30% of the energy to actually transition to an electric economy, which means that it pays for itself by what we are saving in fuel costs. Then we get into 2 million people a year are dying from pollution, from fossil fuel pollution. That costs us and our communities billions, trillions of dollars in healthcare costs that are offloaded to us. But really, I think, when we're talking about the Green New Deal, it's a bold and simple idea that people can hold on to. It promises 5 million more jobs than we'll lose by transitioning away from these disastrous, toxic, and harmful climate change economies. And so the world's already moving that way. America is being left behind in the technology that we created, in the actual the space that we invented. And so, I think the more we talk about this and talk about it boldly and not shy away from what this is and what it means, and especially for the young people, to listen to their voices, to hear what Alex is saying and his vibrancy. We have a responsibility to these young people to address their needs and their desires. And so I think that, I see the Democratic Party, kind of like backing away from the Green New Deal, but we should be barreling into it. We should be embracing it, and we should be talking about it and we need to educate ourselves a lot better. To hear some of the candidates talk about it, they don't really understand the opportunity that this thing is. So I think that we double down on the Green New Deal, not back away from it.
Good.